Hello everybody, this is Quiversee and welcome back to some more Terraria. In the last one we destroyed the wall of flesh and entered hard mode and... oh. This time. Alright. This time I'm going to be doing some construction projects now that I've got a little bit of the hard mode ore. And I was getting a couple of things set up in between parts and... didn't have anything really major happen, but I noticed that around here I was able to catch enchanted night crawlers, like, without having to craft them. So that's pretty cool. And I also just randomly found this guy. He was, like, parked over here. It's a garden gnome. I placed him over there. It said it brings good luck or something, so that's neat. Didn't know that was a thing. Anyways, I've got two major construction projects in mind. And one of them is going to be taking place right around here. I guess I can start it here. Where's the stone slabs I had? I auto did those, didn't I? I got something I want to do with the graveyard. As you can see, I kind of shrank it down a little bit for the moment. And I also moved the Eternia crystal stand. I have somewhere else I'm going to put that. But that's for later. I'm not going to be doing the Eternia Defender for quite a while. Get rid of these stupid demon eyes. I need to find the stone slabs I had. I have these accent slabs, which I realized I could make over here using Ectomist. So... but they're basically like the same thing. They just don't blend. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. But I'll figure that out. Now, where is the stone slabs? I really need to do more reorganizing. I think that much is clear. Let's sort that. Nope, not here. Here? Aha! Yeah, I still need to actually do some construction with the castle thing here too, but I feel like building something else. Ooh, another one. I don't even know why I'm bothering to catch these night crawlers anymore. I've got like over 100 of the master level bait, and even more with the journeyman and apprentice bait on top of that. Alright, let's get rid of this dude. I should probably do away with the graveyard while I'm doing my building. I don't feel like it. Hey. Okay, I'll need to re-zoom out when I go hunting for the wizard again. But I want to be zoomed back in for this. Now then, let's get rid of this dirt wall. There we go. That's a bit better. And, doggone it, again with the possessed armors. Actually, I need to get me some background walls made. So I'm gonna go to a regular workbench and make some. I also need to make more space. Let me put those away. Where's the bait box? I'll put those away. And vanity, I'll put that away. There we go. Oh yeah. I also don't need the palladium drill, like, at all. I should probably just sell that, honestly. What was I about to do? Right, walls. There we go. Probably not going to need that many. But better safe than sorry. Hey! You get out of my house, Mr. Wraith. Kill my goblins? Who does he think he is? Oh. help it. I love those things too much. Even if I really don't need them. Hey, a gnome! Sometimes they're angry and want to kill me. Sometimes they're just statues. I don't understand the gnome. Alright. Let's see, how big do I want to make this? Pretty wide, I guess. There, that looks about right. I'm just gonna put little spots there as markers. Most of this construction is actually going to be underground, but I want to have a nice building on top as an indicator. I'm trying to build a bit of a catacomb over here, but it needs a nice mausoleum for an entryway. I feel that's fitting for a graveyard to have. I'll probably paint it a darker color too. And yeah, this is like one of the examples of why I wanted to wait until things went into hard mode, because I wouldn't want to do this if this area turned out to be Hallow, you know? I would want to do a completely different place. I don't need no Hallow graveyard. I'm actually not entirely sure what I want to do for my Hallow construction yet. Not that that's too big a deal right now. Okay. There, now I have both. Oh my lord. Stupid armor. This is why I should have waited. Because that's just going to keep happening. So I'm actually going to speed over this next part here, because it's mostly just the same, you know, getting the zombies' armors out of the way with trying to build this structure. Good lord. Looking back on this now after having completed everything, it's kind of crazy just how much the ideas on these construction projects have changed. But this one here, I think, was definitely the right place to start, because it was a good way to kind of learn how to make structures look good. Like, right there, you know, I'm slanting the interior of it to, you know, make it look a little less blocky. And that's a feature I really like, that you can do that on upside-down slopes. That right there, though, that's a mistake. Should not be doing it on the outside without expanding it by one more. It needs to be one more block thick, and the reason for that is actually because of the upper wall there. First things first, though, I'm getting some paint, which you'll see I'm about to make another dumb mistake. That shadow paint is actually a very important tool for later, because like a lot of the thumbnails and stuff I've made, it was made by using that shadow paint on a wood wall background and plopping the blocks on top of it. So it had its purposes, for sure. But yeah, black paint works much better for just getting a nice dark background where you can still differentiate between it, because otherwise the shadow paint just makes it pitch black. I forget what I'm heading back for there. Oh yeah, more dirt. So here's why it doesn't work if you don't have too wide, and it's a bit more apparent when you get the paint on it. So I'll wait until I actually get to it. It's a little hard to see with this particular wall, but you can kind of see it right now, that around where the corners would have been, you can see that there's a bit of a gap. And that can only be prevented by adding another wall, which would then show up on the other side. So having an extra thickness to the wall would fix that. And that's something I learned later on. Anyways, about to cut to live, because I discovered something. Ooh, hey. There's a cave down here. Well, I'm gonna have to clear this cave there is a gem tree growing right here. Huh. Ooh, palladium. I'm now sidetracked. There we go. Okay, that's as far as I'm going to get sidetracked. And so we go back to construction. Which, considering the shape of the tunnel that I come across here, I basically just decide, you know what? I'm just going to build along it. And it works out pretty well. About the only thing is I do end up fumbling with these stairs for a bit as I'm trying to figure out how best to make it follow that path. It is a little unintuitive, unfortunately, but there's only so much that they could do with a fully 2D plane. Like, you can kind of see right there, it doesn't look right to me that way, but honestly, I probably should have just left it as it was there instead of whatever it is I end up doing here. Because, yeah, it needs to have a flat somewhere if it's going to look even remotely decent. And thankfully, I do realize that at the very least. Now, the other thing that I realize as I'm doing this is that if I'm going to want to decorate this correctly, I'm going to need to make a few items that I don't have the power to make, or find a few items that I just don't have. Which is going to bring me to the dungeon. I'm basically going to be cutting out most of it, but suffice to say, I'm going to the dungeon just to get stuff for decorative purposes and nothing more. So, let's go ahead and cut to that. Okay. To the dungeon! Wrong ocean! There we go. Found a yo-yo. Bone welder! That was... Oh, I forgot about that! And that is definitely something I need. It's not what I was looking for, but it is something I need. It allows me to use bones to make furniture and such. Found wizard. Oh, okay, hold on. Man, how is this no rare creatures? Darn it. I saw the bound wizard. I see some titanium up there. I should probably go get it. Yeah, I can actually dig through this stuff now. I can also die. Honestly, I'm just mad that I lost the wizard again. I'm going to get that wizard. One of these days. Alright, this is where I found the wizard! I found him! I found the wizard! I finally got him! Yes, the wizard. He sells a lot of stuff that is going to be very important. If I wasn't low on inventory space, I would buy from him right now. But the fact that I have found him means now he can move into a house. Oh, I am so happy. And I died. I still haven't gotten the thing I'm after. But now that I found the wizard, I can zoom back in. Much better. Okay. Let's go ahead and sell that. And where it is? There it is. Put that away. Alright, magic conch. Yeah. I think I figured out how that thing works, too. It's taking me to whichever ocean I'm farthest away from. That's why I'm moving outside to the right, because it puts me on the left ocean. Okay, get another dungeon lamp. Another dungeon vase. A Nazar. Can't say I expected that. Ow. Hey. While I'm at it, Mr. Guide. Countercurse mantra needs the megaphone. Immunity is silence. I have no idea how I get that. Also, I have 2 of these. And I only really need 1. So, have that. Next up, where is my wizard friend? Oh, he went to the mushroom hut. Alright, cool. I'm gonna pay him a little visit. Ooh. Oh. I didn't bounce. My gravestone sure did. That was my own fault. There we go. Okay, let's say hi to my wizard friend. So I'm gonna buy crystal ball. I'm just gonna plop that right here for now. I'm gonna buy a bell, a harp, and a spell tome. Nice talking to you. So you can actually mess with the instruments. And yeah, your proximity, the cursor's proximity determines how the sound is. But they are also materials. So the bell can be used to make a fairy bell. It needs, let's see, pixie dust, souls of light, and souls of sight. So I can't do anything with that until I beat one of the hard mode bosses. Same with the harp. Now the spell tome, Crystal Storm needs souls of light and crystal shards, so I could get that just by exploring the Hallow. Cursed Flames need souls of night and cursed flames, and I want this. I want this very bad. And if I had the access to the Crimson, I could use the Golden Shower. But that requires Ichor, and that's Crimson only. So, can't do that. So I'm just going to put the stuff I bought away. And I'll probably go exploring some of the underground corruption later, just for the purpose of finding the materials I need. I'm going to put the Nazar away. I still need more space. You know what? I'm going to put the lava bucket and sponge away too, because I don't need those right now. And let's just do that. Do I not have mithril ore in here? No, I don't. Now I do. And all is right with the world. Okay. Actually, before I go back down there, what's the quest? Bonefish? Sure, why not? Let's do an angler quest. Skellington J. Skellingworth. I love that name. Redstone, tombstone, whatever. I'm glad to have that. Alright, where's my fishing pole? What the heck? What's going on? Oh, wait. I forgot to have my tackle bag equipped. There we go. Now the line can't break. Oh, that was quick. Boop. Hey, Izzy. I got your fish. High test fishing line. Useless to me now. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Now I go back to the dungeon. Okay. I think I am done on this wild goose chase. Honestly, in between parts, I may just look up where I'm actually supposed to go to get this because of how long I spent grinding. Because I swear, it should be from these dungeon enemies at a relatively decent drop rate. Let me see if there's any hiding in the pool. I'd like to cluster down here. And then I'll leave it at that. And there's one. And of course he didn't drop it. Getting a lot of superfluous tally counters, I've noticed. You know what? Let me see what I can make out of that handgun. Because it is a material. I'm glad I found that, at least. I can make the Phoenix Blaster out of Hellstone. Maybe later. Maybe later. There we go. So I just want to take a look at the bones. Okay, I can still make bone block walls. So that's good. The thing I was looking for was actually a bone wand, which allows you to place bones as blocks. And it's kind of important for something I really want to do. Just from an aesthetic standpoint. But at least I was also able to get the bone welder. So now I can make the bone items, the bone furniture of bones. So I'm going to go on ahead and plop one of these suckers down. It's bigger than I realized. The ever unfinished castle. So many bones. And let's go ahead and make a bone workbench. Okay. So now that that's finished, let us go and return to the graveyard.